Hello and welcome back to another Fun Fact Friday.
This week's fact isn't so much a fact as an observation. It was sparked by a post called The Tail End from waitbutwhy.com. In the post, Tim Urban reflects on a previous article where he laid out the human lifespan visually.
Essentially, it showed dots that represent a human lifespan in years, then months, then weeks. Whilst reflecting on this, he realised that instead of measuring life in units of time, he could measure it in units of activities or events.
He was 34 when he wrote the post and discovered that if he lived to 90, he'd have less than 60 winters left, 300 books left to read based on 5 a year, and 700 chances left to eat pizza based on 1 pizza a month.
Only 700 pizzas? That's not enough.
All right, chubs. And the list goes on.
The most striking part was towards the end of the article, where he began looking at the amount of time he'd already spent with friends and family, and the time he had remaining with them. This is what sparked this week's fact.
Fun Fact Friday, week 108.
When your child is 18, you may only have 4% of your total in-person time left.
Tim worked out that if he was lucky enough to still have his parents by the age of 60, he'd have spent 93% of his in-person time with them by the age of 18 and was now into his last 5%.
We can do some quick maths and see how these may affect us based upon some liberal numbers. So assuming you were incredibly fortunate to see your children on their 60th birthday and you spent the first 90% of their 18 years with them, here's how it would look on their 18th birthday.
If you saw them once a week after their 18th birthday for 12 hours, that's half a day for 52 weeks of the year, which equals 26 days a year. That would leave you with less than 16% of your in-person time with them after the age of 18.
Now, if you saw them once a fortnight, that's half a day, 26 times, 13 days a year, that would take your in-person time with them to less than 9%.
And if you saw them once a month, so half a day for 12 times 12 months, so 6 days a year, that would leave you with just a smidgen over 4% of your in-person time with them.
Let's look again at that in simplified terms based upon the frequency.
So once a week would equal 16% left.
Once a fortnight equals 9% left.
And once a month equals 4% left.
These are very broad liberal figures, but illustrate two things.
The most important time we spend with our children is before they become adults, and
how limited the remaining time is to spend with our own parents.
Whichever resonates most with you, it's clear that our face-to-face time with loved ones is limited to a far smaller amount than most of us realise.
Making the most of that time should be a priority, and we should treat that time as exactly what it is.
Absolutely precious.
Thank you for joining us for another Fun Fact Friday.
Please like, comment and share to show you care.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.